VC, what's up, guys? Lavelle Andrew back. Doing the Maslovs, the Whack-A-Mole 50th contest. Norman, peace, brother. Uh, Norman's from the West Coast, man. That guy, I love his channel. I'm always on there looking at a lot of this new stuff, what to check out. Man, that guy knows all that, the detail on the birds, the beetles. Man, he has a very extensive collection. A lot of great subject matters too about on how to collecting and stuff like that. I love his music room. Wow, I wish my music room was that. I wish I'd been collecting that long, but I'm younger, still learning. But yeah, said to pull 5 records and talk about them. So I got like 5 records. So I'll just pull them randomly, the stuff from behind me. So whack-a-mole. Let's grab them. Let's pull. I'm not looking. Got my eyes closed. See what I grab. See what I grab first. It's gonna be jazz, I bet. Oh yes, Lee Morgan. And I'm sorry, you're gonna hear a lot of snapping. That's because I'm opening up my records. I keep mine in Japanese sleeves. Long story short, I keep them in there because back in 2002 I had a fire. And when I had Japanese sleeves, I was so lucky. My stuff didn't get damaged from the water damage from when I had the fire. Firemen came and sprayed. But yeah, that's why I use the Japanese sleeves, and it preserves the records to me better. But I'm sorry if I'm going to annoy you with that. All right. Lee Morgan, the man. Oh, yeah, I always loved this jacket. Look at that cover. Slick. Charisma. This is actually, he had two saxophone players on here, and they were Jackie McLean and Hank Mobley. How could you get those two together? They had to have been a crazy bunch. With Lee Morgan, Billy Higgins on drums, Cedar Walton, and the great Paul Chambers on bass. Yeah, this is on Liberty. This is an original copy. I went through my Lee Morgan phase. Yes, Hey Chico is a killer on here. Yeah, this is the label here for my Blue Notes. Yeah, this is a Liberty from the late '60s. Charisma. Yeah. Oh yeah, another one on here that was a killer too is Sweet Honeybee. Yeah, I remember I got this. Some of the records I remember when I bought. I remember I bought this in Forest Park at a place called Old School Records. It was sitting in there. It didn't even have the record was mint, but the cover had a little ring wear. It didn't have a sleeve, a plastic sleeve over it. So yeah, Lee Morgan, one of the greats. Yes. All right, let's pull from the right. See if I can pull from the rock section. Not looking. See, not looking. See what I get out of here. Pull this one. See what this is. Yes, the late, the great. Take this one out. Yes, Black Tie, White Noise, early '90s Bowie. I think a lot of people always they don't like this period. They more of his '70s stuff, but yeah, I like this record. Actually, now Rogers produced this one. Yes, I remember this one. It had the title track, and actually, I'll Be Sure is on here. I Feel Free. He covers a Cream song on here, and Night Flights. Night Flights was originally made by the Walker Brothers in the late '70s. He covers that because he really dug it. It was funny. I always thought David Bowie was the original. What I found out it was the Walker Brothers, Scott Walker and his brothers. Yeah, Night Flights. Miracle Goodnight was good, and Jump As You Say is a killer. Oh, and then this one, he covers a Morrissey song. This one is It's Gonna Happen. What is it? It's Gonna Happen Someday. I know it's gonna happen someday. That's actually off of Your Arsenal. Yes. Yeah, Bowie. Bowie was awesome. This is a An original made in England, I believe. Yeah, it says it on the back here. So yeah, on the BMG label. Yep. Yeah, now Rogers produced it. The king of the producing, aka Chic. But yeah, David Bowie. Right. And I got my head turned here. Down here is all my R&B and hip hop at the bottom down here. So all the stuff down here. So I'm gonna see if I can pull some stuff from down here. See what I get. Uh, let's see. Pull out of here what I got coming out of here. Oh wow. Eddie Hazel, Funkadelic promo. Oh yeah, I remember this. I bought this from Reckless Records. This was part of a collection. This guy lived in the John Hancock. He lived. Rumor has it he lived next across the hall from Jerry Springer. He was a music exec. I don't know his name. This was pristine. I bought a few records from him. I bought a records from a collection. So I bought some records from Reckless, and they told me all the ones for promos. But yeah, this one right here is a killer, man. Yeah, so let me take it out of the jacket. This is a tough one to find. The album is Games, Dames, and Things. He does an awesome version of California Dreaming, which was originally done by the Mamas and the Papas. His version is so funky, very funky. Frantic Moments on here. Frantic Moments is awesome, and he does the Beatles track "I Want You." She's so heavy. Yes, this is beauty. This guy kept it. This guy took care of his records. It actually had this Mobile Fidelity sleeve when I bought it. I didn't even have to put one in there. But yeah, this is a beauty. Pretty tough to find. I know it was reissued before, but the reissues aren't even limited. But yeah, Eddie Hazel, Game, talking about funk from Funkadelic. Yes. All right, that's three. Number four. I'm gonna pull back here from. Let's see what I got from the what I got. My Japanese pressings are in here too. See what I got out of here. Ah, that's funny. Oh, that's my crate. It has like Japanese pressing, black exploitation soundtracks. I got that at the bottom down there. Duke, Genesis. Yeah, the era that I actually like this era. I remember when this came out. I was a kid. Yes, Misunderstanding. I love that track. I could tell he listened to the Beatles on that. He got that from the Beatles. Turn It On Again, classic. Man of Our Time, outstanding. This is on the Charisma label. This is a Japanese press. Behind the Line, Duchess, Please Don't Ask. This is actually one of my favorites from their period. This one in Abacab I really like. I love their 80s period. And has the big has everything in there. One of my favorites. Mad Hatter label. The big Mad Hatter, Japanese. Put out every time I put this on the turntable and I put the needle down on it, man, I get blown away. I wish I could find all the Japanese pressings on this one. Yes, I got this one. I found this in a shop at a Reckless when Reckless used to be on further down on Milwaukee, but yeah. Genesis. Duke. So that's four. Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna pull rap. No. I'm gonna go to the diva. I call it not even the divas. I'm gonna see what I got on my lower shelf. My lower shelf has, I call it divas, the blues, my world, like my Brazilian stuff is at the bottom, and also my Latin and stuff like that. So I'm gonna try to pull down here, see what I can get out of here. But look, I'm not looking. I'm not looking again. I'm not looking. Got my eyes closed. Let's see what this is. Ah! Well, it was from the Divas collection. So, Annie Lennox, aka Eurythmics. This is the classic. This is an original from the early 90s. I love this album. It's a real chill album. Why? Broken Glass, Cold, Little Bird. Yeah. This is on the RCA label. This is a German press. Yeah, Diva. This was her first solo album when she branched off from the Eurythmics. And yeah, this was all those number one hits. All those number one hits. They are all classic. Yes. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mr. Maslov, man, awesome channel. Keep up the good work. You know, right now I was playing Gobble Zabo, High Contrast. This is on the Blue Thumb label. Man, this is a killer album. Yes, Bobby Womack's on here with them. They just trading licks, guitar licks. He's on the acoustic, and Bobby was an accomplished player. Peace out, guys. On a cold night in the Midwest. Bye, y'all. Bye, Maslov. Whack-a-mole.